Okay, so I'm gonna. Right now we're in a bit of a dearth. What I've done out in my place is when we hit dearth periods, I get all this. Now this particular plant, this is not a dandelion. Dandelions have the very fat stems. They don't grow as tall as these do. This here, okay, now I want to show you something. This is a dandelion here. Look at the stem on that. And of course that's already going into seed. So that's a dandelion. But if you look here next to it, you'll see this. It looks an awful lot like a dandelion, but it's not. This is what they call a prickly lettuce. And it's a fairly good source of pollen for the bees. You can see my bees are all over it. I kind of leave it out for them. You can see the property, it's full of it. And I still got blackberries blooming, so they got this, they got blackberries, I got butterfly trees that are going, a lot of wildflowers at my place. One of the advantages of keeping bees out in the country versus keeping bees in the city. I see a couple of them in there taking advantage. So kind of keep them up with a pollen source and a food source for them. In the summer when there's an abundance, when I come out here and I mow, and what I do is I'll mow in sections and I'll leave what I call bee islands. So I'll just mow down one section that's getting out of hand, and then I'll leave these big swaths of wildflowers and dandelions and give the bees, just so that the bees will have something to land on and be able to feed. You can see there's a lot of bee activity in this area of the property. Down yonder, down there it's down by the goat barn. That's what I call the goat barn there. And eventually there's going to be goats in there. But the bee yard is out there in those woods out there. So just a thought that, you know, if you see these in your yard, it's not always, if you're keeping bees, you know, try not to have like a pristine yard. Keep these little wildflowers up and keep them growing, and give your bees something to forage on. Just being out here a little bit, I've seen quite a few bees out here already. Well, there's one right down there by my foot. Just something to think about.